Hi, everybody. So we had 30 responses on our week 2 check-in survey, which did not get us the required percentage. We needed 5 more people in order to be able to get the next 5 points. But don't fear, we will have some opportunity to do this again in a couple of weeks. So I wanted to go over this for those of you who are interested and let you know about a few things I've updated based on your feedback. So asking if you understood what is required of you in the course, most of you said yes. We did get some confusion on the final project. I think hopefully we've kind of nailed that down now. If you are lost on D2L, please let me know. I will, please email me, let me know. I will be happy to individually jump on a call and walk you through things. I did find some errors based on your feedback and I have fixed those. So hopefully we've got everything working now. So the next question was, do you want to see more video lectures in the course? Most of you said no, a few said yes. There will be a few more videos in the course. I'm still working on a couple of assignments that will require videos. So those of you who want more videos, they are going to be forthcoming, and they will be things that are required. Some people like to do the reading since you're having to do the assignments with it. Other people like to watch a video. I will say that you have the ability in the textbook to play it and listen to it like a podcast if that works more to your style of learning. I would encourage you to do that. But this is the feedback we got from the course overall. A couple of things kind of agreed. So if you need help, I'm here to help. So let me know. Okay, is there anything about the course that needs to be improved that jumped out at you right away? This is the greatest feedback I've gotten. I did not realize that y'all couldn't see all of the external application activities. They were showing up on my end, but there was not a box clicked that made the two systems talk to each other. And I had to call IT and get help. And we have that fixed today. You should be able to see everything in the grade book. So thank you for this. I did not know it. I appreciate it. Whoever gave that information to me, thank you, thank you, thank you. Not at the moment. A smaller amount of assignments each week. Other than the reading activities, you really only have one assignment, and it's a pretty short worksheet, and your group project. So this is a junior level class. I can't really lower the amount of assignments. It has to be comparable to the full semester course. So I'm sorry that it seems like a lot, but this is an 8-week course. You kind of signed on for that. I apologize if it seems overwhelming. That's not the intention, but I have to cram everything for a 16-week course into an 8-week course. So it's a lot. D2L information, the chapters. I think this, I'm not really sure what you're asking for here. If you could give me a little more information, please. I would love to pick your brain and find out. From what I can see, it looks like when you click on the week, every single thing you need is listed there. I don't know if there's not a check mark when you click on it to show that you're reading it or not. There is on my end, so I would assume there is on your end. And you can always look in your grade book and click the assignment from there if you're worried about missing something. So please let me know. There is no judgment at all for this feedback. I appreciate it, and I am here to help you. Let me know if I can do something better, and I would love to do it better. You like the interactive textbook, the professional email planning worksheet. Okay, I will look for that. Professional email planning worksheet. I will get that done. The assignments feel like busy work. I'm not sure what you mean by that. The application assignments are intended to be representative of things you might do in the workforce as a manager or as an employee. So if they that feels like busy work to you, I'm sorry. I have to do something to get people to read the textbook because most people will not if I don't. Group project, I know you hate them. I know you hate them, period. I know you hate them online. But COVID taught us that being online is no excuse and being pressed for time is no excuse. You're going into the business world and you need to be able to handle this type of project, collaborating with people from other areas and making it happen. You can do this. It's just going to take a little more effort. Okay, manageable. Some guidelines on the proposal. Which proposal? So I'm not really sure what you mean there, but I think we may have cleared some of this confusion up. I know you don't like group projects. Point taken. You would really prefer that the discussion post be due on Friday instead of Thursday. I don't have a problem with that if the majority of the class would find that helpful. If you would, I'll put a survey out and we'll vote. I can change that. If that's more convenient for everybody, it doesn't make that big a difference to me. You want more video lectures, so I will try to come up with more video lectures for you. And you don't like the textbook. I don't like the textbook either. We kind of got suckered into having this textbook again this year because we were trying to finish out the semester this year and do a new course development with a new textbook this summer, and the publisher stopped supporting the old textbook and we were forced to make a quick adoption. So I agree with you. I'm not super happy with the textbook, but we are working on that. Maybe some reminders or check-ins. What do you mean by that? I'm posting announcements, what's due, there's a course schedule, I'm checking in with this. How else do you need me to check in so that I can accurately support you? Okay? These were the responses. I'll put another little survey out about the discussion post, and we'll see what kind of response we get. So, thank you for your feedback. I appreciate it. I think the course looks better now, thanks to you, and we're going to move forward. Have a great day. Good morning, everyone. As promised, I'm recording this video to address the company selection assignment that was submitted on Sunday. After looking back over those directions, I do think that I should have been more clear that you needed to review all of the final project information before doing that one assignment, but it is clear that none of you looked at the final project information folder that has the outline of the entire project and everything you are supposed to do. I went over this in the opening video. So I'm going to take some of the blame for this, but I'm not going to take all of it because you should have been looking at this. It was covered in the opening video. And this explains that you have to choose a local organization. And because this is an online course, you will interview and record the employers via Teams. That might mean that one of the students chooses in your team knows a business and you all jump in on that because they know a business that they can talk to in their town. It might be that you're all local and you can choose a business in this town and go and talk to people in person and set it up. But the point is to find out how local small businesses are using the 6 fundamental areas of HR. So I'm going to give you the rest of this week to come up with an organization. There's not going to be any zeros assigned or anything like that. Everything is going to be fine. Don't worry. I'm owning part of this, but I'm going to give it back to you to make sure you go through and read all of this information about what you're going to be doing in this class. You're going to need to do all of these assignments, and they're all very focused on what business you're interviewing. I did not want to read a bunch of papers about Amazon and Patagonia again this semester. So we're looking more at the backbone of our country, small businesses, real people who are doing things. This is how you're going to record. You can use something other than Microsoft Teams if you need to, if you want to use Zoom, but everybody has access to Microsoft Teams through the university. So I strongly recommend that you use it. I recommend you don't wait until the interview date. I will be reviewing these interviews. You're going to be interviewing your business HR professional on the Zoom or on the Microsoft Teams platform, and recording the whole thing so that I can be a part of it. So please take the time to look through this, looking at your assignments for this week to make sure that everything is staying on schedule, because it is an 8-week class. This is week 3. You're always going to have your Vantage reading activities. I know sometimes these feel a little bit like busy work, but they are intended to help you really interact with the material so you learn it a little bit. The application activities are real world things that you'll be doing in the business world, so they're important as well. You can go ahead and do your professional email planning worksheet and interview protocol. Just go ahead and resubmit your company selection proposal assignment by this week, and everything will be fine. If you get it done earlier, email me and let me know, and I can give you approval earlier so that you can get on with your life. I am going to be making another video shortly about the results of the survey, and we'll move on from there. We're just now in week 3, guys. Everything's going to be fine. I apologize for not being more clear. I guess I need to be more clear. So from now on, I will make a second video just for this project so that we can make sure that all your questions are answered. Again, if you have any questions about this, please email me, because I can't help you if I don't know what your questions are. All right, thanks, and then have a great day.